Chapter 13 of Revelations of Divine Love. Read for LibriVox.org by David Barnes. Revelations of Divine Love by Julian of Norwich. The fifth Revelation. Chapter 13. The enemy is overcome by the blessed passion and death of our Lord Jesus Christ. And after this, ere God showed any words, he suffered for me a convenient time to give heed unto him and all that I had seen, and all intellect that was therein, as the simplicity of the soul might take it. Then he, without voice and opening of lips, formed in my soul these words, Herewith is the fiend overcome. These words said our Lord, meaning his blessed passion as he showed it afore. On this showed our Lord that the passion of him is the overcoming of the fiend. God showed that the fiend hath now the same malice that he had afore the incarnation, and as sore he travaileth, and as continually he seeth that all souls of salvation escape him, worshipfully by the virtue of Christ's precious passion. And that is his sorrow, and full evil is he ashamed. For all that God suffereth him to do turneth for us to joy, and for him to shame and woe. And he hath as much sorrow when God giveth him leave to work, as when he worketh not, and that is for that he may never do as ill as he would, for his might is all taken into God's hand. But in God there may be no wrath as to my sight, for our good Lord endlessly hath regard to his own worship, and to the profit of all that shall be saved. With might and right he withstandeth the reproved, the which of malice and wickedness busy them to contrive and to do against God's will. Also I saw our Lord scorn his malice, and set at naught his unmight, and he willeth that we do so. For this sight I laughed mightily, and that made them to laugh that were about me, and their laughing was a pleasure to me. I thought that I would that all mine even Christians had seen as I saw, and then would they all laugh with me. But I saw not Christ laugh, for I understood that we may laugh in comforting of ourselves, and joying in God, for that the devil is overcome. And when I saw him scorn his malice, it was by leading of mine understanding into our Lord. That is to say, it was an inward showing of verity, without changing of look. For, as to my sight, it is a worshipful property of God's, that he is ever the same. And after this I fell into a graveness, and said, I see three things. I see game, scorn, and earnest. I see a game in that the fiend is overcome. I see scorn in that God scorneth him, and he shall be scorned. And I see earnest in that he is overcome by the blissful passion and death of our Lord Jesus Christ, that was done in full earnest and with sober travail. When I said he is scorned, I meant that God scorneth him, that is to say, because he seeth him now as he shall do without end. For in this word God showed me that the fiend is condemned, and this meant I when I said, he shall be scorned. He shall be scorned at doomsday, generally of all that shall be saved, to whose consolation he hath great ill will. For then he shall see that all the woe and tribulation that he hath done to them shall be turned to increase of their joy without end, and all the pain and tribulation that he would have brought them to shall endlessly go with him to hell. End of chapter 13. This recording is in the public domain.